this one for a while just because of how, like, messed it is. Did my YouTube stream just end? Hold on. YouTube, what happened to you? Uh-oh. Well, uh-oh. That's not good. One sec. Yeah, I think it just ended my YouTube stream. Well, that's not good. I don't know why it did that. Let me stop now. Maybe that's the problem. Well, that's not good. YouTube seems to be back up now. Oh, sorry, YouTube. That was not meant to happen. Alright, give me 1 second. Turn my fan on. I can already feel it getting warmer. Thankfully, it's only going to be a max of 70 degrees today. So I get to have my window open the whole time. It's gonna be nice and chill. Oh, okay, game. Okay, alright. Alright. That was uncalled for. Can I just, like, fly straight to this one? Come on, damn it. No, that's not enough. You need to propel me more. That's not enough. You need to boost me more. Alright, we're just gonna wait for this to go back up and see if that's what I need to do. Maybe I jump on the back of it. Will that do it? Come on. No, why are you pushing me back? Why is there an invisible gust of air there? Why? There's not even a... There's no air there. Why is it pushing me? Is it because I'm getting too much boost? Am I just, like... Am I not supposed to fly that high? That's why that's there? I mean, it's the air trial. You would think that they would just let me. Come on. This jump is so dumb. Jump is so dumb. I never usually get stuck on it this bad. It's just not pushing me where I want it to. Maybe do I jump on the front of it? I've been jumping on the back. Maybe I jump on the front. Oh my god, why? Please. Why are you pushing me back? Why would you do that? Is there just an invisible wall there? I'm supposed to... How else do you want me to get up there? If I can't just fly onto the platform, how else am I supposed to get there? It's the air trial, excuse me? Am I supposed to just, like... Hey, you see it's pushing me. It's pushing me. It's pushing me. I didn't even go into flight mode there. Why is it pushing me away? Who would do that? How else am I supposed to get over there if you don't let me just, like, fly to... Why can't I just fly to the platform? Why would you do that? I don't even remember having this problem before. I don't ever remember it doing that. I mean, maybe I could just cheese it and go straight to the end. I feel like I could at this point. Probably almost easier to catch that than it is where I'm actually supposed to go. Oh, okay. I did that one to myself. This trial's so dumb. But there's 4 candle cakes at the end, so it's still worth it. Can I please? Why is there an invisible burst of air there? I don't remember that being there. Why would you put that there? That makes this jump practically impossible. It makes it impossible because you're just going to push me away even if I get far enough to get there. Like, look, it's just, please. I I either get into flight mode or I don't fly like far enough, or if I get really far, then they just push me away. How am I supposed to get there? How do you even want me to make that jump? If you're just going to shove me away like that. Look at that. It's impossible. I either fly way too, like, not enough, or if I do too much, then it pushes me. How am I supposed to do that? Oh my god. And I always barely, just barely miss the edge. I always just by a tiny smidge. Is that how you wanted me to do it? That's so stupid. Basically, you just have to, like, fly immediately after you get launched, instead of waiting to fly. Otherwise, you go too high up and it pushes you. In the air trial. I don't know why it's doing that, but yes, there's, like, an invisible gust of air there. For some reason. I've never had that problem before. Like, I don't remember that being there. I've done this trial a million times. I don't remember ever that being there. Did, like, change it or something? What did they do? They did something to it. I don't know what. Yeah, you see that? It's even pushing me right there. I don't know why that's there, but it is. There we go. My Twitch offline? What happened? Oh, it said for me that it was offline for a second. That was weird. I was kind of worried. I'm like, what happened? I restarted it. If you were typing Mason, I didn't see anything. I hope you weren't, because apparently I just wasn't getting it. It is finicky to get used to multi-streaming, but I'll get used to it eventually. It's a bit tricky, but it's gonna take some tweaking. I think I'm just gonna have to turn down the bitrate a bit. It should be like fine if I take out like 500 on both. That would do a lot. Well, it would still look virtually the same to you guys, but just reducing the load just a little bit. I could do that. I could knock 500 off of both, and it should be fine. Okay, that's both trials done, I think. Oh, welcome, Stina. What's up? Welcome in. First time visit, I'm guessing? You're here for some irregular Sky playing. I'm super, super early, but good to have you. How was your morning? Or wherever you are. We're just doing some candle running. I'm trying to save my candles for the holiday events because I don't know what they're gonna launch, but I want to get all of my candles, as many as I can, before they launch the Halloween event, hopefully. Do you know, by the way, if you're a Sky player, do you know if they're doing the Halloween event? It's 9 p.m. for you? Oh, okay. Got you. And hopefully you're having a lovely night. I haven't been in the Sky Discord in a long while. I don't know if they're doing the Halloween event this year, or if they announced it yet. I sure hope they are. If not, I'll go for the winter cosmetic, since I don't have any. I'm gonna have to rejoin the Sky Discord. I don't even think I'm in it anymore. I think I left a while ago. Like last year. Oh, I forgot to get my chibi mask. Oh, well. Dude's wigging out. Think you saw a few beta spoilers? Okay. So we might be getting the event then. That's good enough for me. Let me see if I can fly back over there. I want my my chibi mask. I forgot to grab it. Let me fly back up there real quick. It's like it's resisting me. You can't stop me, Sky. I'm too powerful. I have 11 wedges. Alright. Let me grab this. There. I'm tiny. Look at me. I'm so cute. I'm doing candle runs. I need to be a chibi. Now that I'm done with the trials. I want to do fire trial skip, but I don't have anybody that knows how to do it. And chibi trials. I want to do fire trials that knows how to do it. And I don't think I even remember how to do it anymore. I just know that the friend candle makes it way easier. You just walk right through the whole trial, even if you don't remember the skip. But it's 4 candle cakes that I can't get because I don't have somebody to friend candle run it with. Oh, welcome in. Welcome in, guys. What you up to? You know, I was not expecting many people to pop in from Sky. I've been streaming it for a couple days, and I've had more people popping in for Sky than Elden Ring. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I didn't know people liked watching Sky content so much. I had no idea. I'm just playing it for the candles, because I just like this game. It's cute. I usually play it in my own time. I don't usually stream it. But I thought, well, what the heck. If I'm playing it, I may as well. Well, dang. Maybe I need to do more 11 a.m. streams for Sky. Welcome streams for Sky. Welcome, everyone. The Sky community does absolutely connect, doesn't it? I know that. I know that the Sky community's always been extremely tight-knit, but I never knew like what the content sphere looks like, because I know that Sky doesn't have a whole lot of content creators. There's not a whole lot. There's like a handful on Twitch, on YouTube that like to make videos, but most of them don't use voicing, and like candle run and stuff like that, you know. Or they're just not like showing the skins and things that are coming out. Oh, you're trying to find partners for candle runs? You know what? That's reasonable. Well, all I do are candle runs, so I'm not usually on regularly. I play this game in short bursts. Like, so when I'm trying to candle run something, I go hard though. When I am playing, it's like basically every day, full 5-hour candle runs. I hit absolutely every spot. Oh, I don't need this zone. That's right. This one doesn't have any candles in it. I am kind of looking for paint though. I do want the paint. Let's grab that while we're here. I need the paint, specifically yellow. I need yellow, I think, and red. Because there's a specific shade of orange that I want to use for my Halloween cosmetics. Yeah, if you want a candle run with me, I don't mind people tagging along. Absolutely, why not? I've been trying to stock up as much as possible anyway. You just skip? I don't. I am like a chronic candle runner. But as I was saying, I will hop on for like a month, and during that month, I'll play basically every day and get like every single candle, stock up hundreds of candles, and buy all the cosmetics that I want from a season, especially in the later zones. I find a lot of mods in like, especially in the later zones. I find a lot of mods in like, golden wasteland that usually will interact with me. A lot of golden wasteland. Oh, you got a friend code? Here, I got you. Yeah, you guys can friend me. Absolutely. I have no problem with that. Oh, oh, oh. Give me a sec. Let's see. I gotta remember how to do it. Tina. I think it was. Oh, I gotta get your code. I forgot how to do it. Received the code input thing. Hold on. I usually give other people my codes. I think it was here. There it is. Grandma and 9. Always run at vaults with Tentric and Chibi Falls because it's super fast. Yeah, it's under the Sky Codes menu. I figured. Yeah. I don't usually get codes from people. I usually give them out, but there you go. There you go, Stina. Oh. Mm. They put this right in. I can't even get this. Guy, why would you do this to me? TGC, look at the position of this plant here. Why would you put this here? Why would why did you do this? This is mean. This is so mean. I got it. There we go. Chibi falls super fast. They do. They really do. That's why I use Chibi Mask now. I just got it yesterday, so I've been candle running with it, and yeah, it's a lot faster. I don't know why, it just is. But it is kind of hard to control. I'm so used to being tall in this game that like using the Chibi Mask is just it's really jank for me. Oh, Okay, game. Okay, game. You gotta be like that. We can be nice, game. We can be friends here. Let me move my coffee. But yeah, it's been a nice chill morning for me. I usually stream at 3 p.m., but I have things to do today, hanging out with friends, so I started super early. Hello? I game? Are we cool? Can I are we cool? Can I light this? I mean 10 out of 10 guys. Great game. Great game. Best game. Best. No bugs at all. It's 9:30. Yeah. So you're what time is it for me? So you're about 9 hours ahead of me. Yeah, you're 9 hours ahead. That's crazy. You must be in Central East and you're way in the east. That's almost Asia, isn't it? Europe? No. Wait, yeah, no, that is a European time zone. Yeah. I was gonna say that's not Asia. Asia is like 12 hours. Or they're behind. I don't know if they were ahead or behind. Funny enough, I've had a lot of Europeans and a lot, like just a lot of people around the world, but I've never had someone from Asia, I don't think. Maybe that's why. They're just so far off, but like... Yeah, Europe from me is 7, 8, 9 hours ahead. There's 3 time zones that I know. Oh, this is just not gonna light, is it? The game's just bugging out. Game, why are we being mean? You never are like this. You're never misbehaving this bad. It never gives me this much trouble. Like it's Sky, of course it's buggy, but this is bad. Germans. Very fun. I always like hearing people speak German. German's actually a really pretty language, not gonna lie. People say it's an aggressive language. It kind of is. Or it just can be. It's like, it's not always aggressive. It's not naturally aggressive, but when someone yells in German, it has a different feeling than in English, you know? It's very entertaining. I'm also getting paint too. I want the paints. By the way, you guys can join me. If you friend me, you can join me on my candle runs. I don't mind. You just backpack off of me. Just behave yourselves. That's all I ask. But it's Sky. I don't think... I think that just goes without saying. I'm just gonna start leaving these behind if you're not gonna let me even destroy them. You're at your grandma's? Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, game, like, I'm just gonna leave the plants behind this time if you don't want me to light them. I've never had this problem before. I don't know why it's behaving so badly. It's never been this bad before. In about 10 minutes? Sounds good. Yeah, feel free. But I am stopping for paint as well. Code trade? Yes. Make more friends. Love to see it. And you guys both speak German. I don't understand what you're saying, but it's great. Moth. I understood moth. It's your sky name, Mothy? Alright. Oh man, I have a million moths. I'll have to find a way to distinguish you. Maybe I'll just put like DC in parentheses or like PTV so I know where I found you guys. That way I can like distinguish between all my friends. And my moths, of course. I have so many. Most people will like be cleaning out their constellations, like of all the people that don't play anymore. I won't. I want to fill my constellation of moths. I just want a ton of them. I will never get rid of them. They're part of my sky history. I can't just get rid of my moths. Oh. Why am I sneezing? Oh, you know, it's probably the dust. I gotta dust my room. I'll have to do that later today. I haven't dusted my room in a while. Oh, you asked what you should call him? Yeah. Use that code and then give me one once you guys are friended. I'll friend you too. I need more people to handle trade with anyway. Oh, I'm getting abducted. God damn it. Leave me alone, Mantas. You're super cute, but I do not want to ride right now. Mothy. Yeah, I can change your names to whatever. Whatever you want to be called. You just let me know and I'll do that. And then I'll try to remember. But I see a lot of people every day, so. Like a classroom, but there's always new students. I try to remember everyone's names. Well, it's doing better now at least. Actually, like letting me light them. Raja? The J's is just sound, isn't it? Not a Y. Imagine Raya. It should be Raja. It's just Stina. Wait, so how would you say it? You're gonna have to tell me. Now I'm curious. How would you say it then? Maybe I'll put it into Google Translate and see what they say. In English, it would be pronounced Raja. If I'm using like universal sounds. Is it a German name? Because then I wouldn't know. German's just one of those languages I can't pronounce. I can't figure it out. Raja? Oh, so you do pronounce the J. Oh, thank you. That was quick. You gotta love it when you get in here and people are already ready. And you don't have to wait at all. That's so nice. What a good feeling. Except these two ding-dongs in the corner. Come on. Thank you. Mr. Streamer Mans has things to do. Thank you. Come on. We're all here. Just light it. Just light it. Light it. Thank you. My goodness. Why is he not working? Oh, there it is. That's weird. Yeah, so you would pronounce the J. That's interesting. Is it ah or an a sound? Is it Raja? No, it's definitely not Raja. That sounds. Maybe it is. I thought it would. I wouldn't pronounce the J. That's interesting. Languages are interesting, guys. Definitely are. You need help finding a different name? Do you want a different name? I mean, I can call you Stina if that's fine. If that's what you prefer. If you need a different name, I'm sure we can think of something. We'll just have chat name you. They'll just come up with a nickname for you. Just go over, ping my Discord. All right, guys, it's imperative. We need a nickname. It's very important. This is new, yeah? Yeah, this is a new plant. Everyone pronounces it wrong. You know what's funny? My name is pronounced wrong as well. But see, I just don't correct people because like I just let people figure out the pronunciation that works for them. So most people will say Celeste or Celeste, neither of which are correct, but I know no one's gonna guess the Latin pronunciation because they wouldn't even assume that it is. Or they wouldn't know what it is. Or people call me Kai for short. So I just let them figure it out. I just let people figure it out. I don't correct them anymore. But if they are curious what the actual pronunciation is, it's Kylus. But no one says that. I used to correct people. I don't anymore. I think you'll learn to deal with it. Is it Steina or Stina? Is it first had it Sally, but then everyone ignored Steina even though it was in front of it? You changed it to Raja, and now no one can pronounce it. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, my tag before was Nocturne. Even there, it's 7 letters, guys. 7 letters. I just cut the E off of the original word, Nocturne. It's not spelled right. But for some reason, it's not that they would add an E. They would add an AL. At least adding an E makes sense because that's how the word is actually spelled. I intentionally spelled it wrong. But they would add an AL. So they would say nocturnal, even though there's no letters there. There's no AL. I don't know where they got that. Like you always call me. Yeah. Oh, it's Steina. Okay. Or Stina. One of those. Like I always call you. So it's then it's Stina. No. So it's really easy. It's an either a double E sound or it's a capital I sound. Which one is it? Not Steina, just Stina. Okay. Got it. I was gonna say it's like either double E or it's an EI. All right, so just Steiner. Or God, it's Steen. I'm sorry. You have to pick a really hard name. All right, it's not even that hard. It's just like it's a language that I'm least familiar with on pronunciations. Damn Germans. Why you guys have like such difficult names and words, huh? Why you guys gotta be so difficult? Why am I complaining? I speak English. It's not much easier. It's not much better. Why am I complaining? I'm just as hard, if not harder than you are. That's funny, Stina. So absolutely no one gets it correctly. But it is just you just pronounce the J, right? The A sound is right. Or is the A wrong? Like I'm just curious how it's actually said then. Because if it's a German name, I'm not gonna get it, but I am curious. I wonder if I set it to translate to German if it'll like say it right for me. You think it'll work? Hold on. I'm gonna try it. You think it'll work? Translate English. I wonder if this will work. Move, Google. Get out of my face.
Raya,
Raya?
Raya,
That's Finnish, you dink.
Raja,
Yeah, see it would say Raja.
Raya,
Yeah, so is it the Y sound then? That's what I was curious about. Like that makes sense. I could get that, yeah. So it's Raya. It's a Y sound. So that's what I was wondering. It's like the J a Y. J can be so many different sounds depending on the language that it's from. So if I'm going off of uh that, then yeah, it's a Y sound. Why do you have to pick the Y sound? That's the that's the worst one. It's gonna sound differently every time I say it. I can remember that though. It's gonna sound like Raya. That's what it's gonna sound like because of my English. Raya. Okay. I can remember that. Kai will remember that. I think. Oh, he's princess carrying him. That's so cute. Okay, we got it, Raya. I can do that. We can work with that. I got it. Yeah, that's all you had to say, honestly. Just like the J is a Y sound. That makes sense. I got it. I know universal letters and sounds. I can do that. Like, which flavor of the J sound are you? There's like 4. That's why it's tough, is because J can be so many different things. The A also can be an ah or an ah. I think the only, like, one of the only languages that uses the ah sound is English, though. So it's definitely not that. Oh, I wish Cheesy was here for that. Cheesy's like one of my best friends, and she and I have like this little micro beef about pronunciations. Every time I'm trying to say things correctly, because I like to say things correctly. That's just out of interest, not because of like any other reason. I'm just curious on how things are said, and I just like pronouncing. I like languages; they're interesting. So I often try to get things right, and she will oftentimes make fun of me for it and say things in very American ways, even though she knows that she's wrong. But the thing that she likes to do is pretend that she's right and tell me I'm wrong. Like, there's this character you might even know from League of Legends called Janna. That's technically not even right. The language that her name is based on would say it Yana, but no one says that. And even in Arcane, they say Janna, and it pisses me off because it's not Janna. It's not Janna. It's at least Janna. Like, based on universal letters and pronunciations, that's what it would be. But Janna is the most American way you could say that. You just TP'd to a friend for a turtle. Yeah. Doing turtle. Got you. I haven't done turtle. It's so funny. But yeah, my name is from Latin. It's from a Latin word. So I never expect anybody to get it right. When they don't get it right, I just don't correct them. If they ask, then I'll tell them. But I just let them like every time somebody, like, especially when I'm raiding to another streamer, they'll say my name, either Celeste or Kalis. They'll usually pick one or the other, and they're like, I don't know how to say your name. I'm gonna guess, and they'll say like Kalis or Celeste. Is that right? And I'll just go, mm-hmm. Yep, you got it. They usually will ask like what the actual pronunciation is when they'll hear somebody else say it differently, and then I tell them that it's right, and they're like, wait, so you can say it the other way? Was I wrong? Technically, you're both wrong, but I just let people. Oh, is that turtle? Wait, I've never seen that before. Hold on. What's that? What's this? I've never seen you before, little friend. What are you doing? You're new. You're so cute. Oh wait, so you spawn clams, don't you? That's what you're here for. Ah, I see. I didn't know this was a thing. This is new. Well, at least for me. How long has this been here? I didn't know about this. He gives a good amount of light, doesn't he? Look at all this wax he's giving me. The clans don't respawn, do they? I've literally never seen this before. This is cool. So this is like another one of those events that spawn probably at a given time, right? Like Geyser and Grandma. There's some as well in the cliff. Okay. I didn't know about this. How long was this a thing? Has this always been here and I just never knew? Oh my god, look at this. Yeah, you're right. There's even more. Yeah, I didn't know what you meant when you said turtle. Now I got it. That's so funny. Look at all these people that are here for it. Since you started. When was that? This might have been here as long as like the Daylight Prairie, not Daylight Prairie, Peaks event was here. So like this has been here for a long time and I just never knew about it. This was probably here for a while and I just never knew. I'm sure that I've heard about it before, but like I never bothered, you know? That's so cool. It's a bunch of wax that I've been missing out on then. Around Easter. Yeah, so I've just been missing out on this whole thing. So this has just been around and I didn't know about it. Huh. Well, since the little prince returned. Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, I never knew. So I guess he spawns at a certain time every day. Well, dang, gotta add that to my candle run now. I do Geyser and Grandma as well, so I just gotta add that to it. At least Geyser is in the same place. So I'll have to look it up. When does he spawn? Because we're not in time for Geyser, are we? No. Although it will be happening soon, I think, actually. Because it happens on the odd hour, I believe. At least for me, it does. For you, it's the opposite. I'm gonna check Geyser. I don't remember the times. I'm only returning to the game just now, and I always forget what the times for Geyser are because I don't do it every day. I try to, but I always forget. 5 minutes after Grandma ends. Really? So then, Grandma just happened like 20 minutes ago then. 20 to 30 minutes ago. Okay, well then I can probably hit grandma this stream. What a weird sentence for people who don't know about Sky. I could probably hit grandma at some point and then go to Geyser immediately after. What? Why are you hitting your grandma? What'd she do? There's the friend candle runner. Look at all these candle runners. There's so many of you. They're taking over. Alright, that's done. So let's go to Forest. Ooh, Forest is boosted today too. Every 2 hours. Yes. I knew that. I just didn't know when it starts. So it's after grandma starts. So for me, it's on the even hours at 35. So then she ends usually around like 45, I think. She runs for 20 minutes. So then around there, I can head to Geyser, basically. All right. Sounds legit. Well, then in about an hour or less, I'll go back for grandma. Actually, no, it's what time is it right now? It's 1 p.m. So about an hour and a half is when she'll be back. So I can probably run through all of Forest and a little bit of um, Valley of Triumph in that amount of time. Depending on how much or how quickly I clear Forest. Forest is taking a second just because I have to burn all the plants. There's a lot of plants. Especially for the paint, which I do want a lot of. Yeah, I like to use the dyes. Since I just started using them, I didn't know about it. So, like, because I haven't been playing in a hot minute. I'll log on occasionally, see what event is going on, and then if it's not something I'm interested in, I leave. And I just don't play until the next one comes out. I don't even look. I've just been so busy with other projects that I have not been able to play Sky. So, like, I just haven't kept up at all. But I know that the winter events happen almost every year. So, or they do happen every year. So I want to be here for it. I'm always here for October of stuff, but then December I just don't play. It's like because I'll hard grind in October and I'll be burnt out by the end of it, but I'll have the cosmetics that I want, so I'll grind for it and then I'll hop off, and I'll completely miss December because other games also do winter events as well. So I'll usually be playing other stuff, you know. Oh, I got you. Here, I'll friend you real quick. See that code? I see you, Mothy. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to guess your name. I'm not even gonna try. You'd have to probably say it for me, and I still probably wouldn't know that. But Mothy works. I can do that. I will try to remember your name is Mothy. think that's everything I need from this. Alright, so I just keep you back. Usually I do the tunnels. I'm gonna skip the tunnels just because they're kind of a pain. They're a pain to do. I'm not gonna do them. Alright, and I'm gonna be here candle running until 3. Well, thank you, Lizzie. I appreciate it. Glad to see you on my YouTube. I think you're the first genuine YouTube chatter. Congrats. Welcome in. You have a good day as well. Go. Get all these. Go. Get all these. Speed running this. Going through it as quick as possible. Yep, if you guys want to be part of the candle run, you can totally just join in and grab my hand and I'll just have you taxi. It's fine. I don't mind people taxiing off of me. I don't mind it. It would be really, really fun to just have a ton of people chaining off of me one time. If I can get like a bunch of chatters to join in for a candle run and just have like 5 other people linked on, that would be kind of cool. Because I've never had that many people holding my hand at once before. I've never done that, so it kind of sounds fun. Maybe like I can make it a regular thing where like every week, like once a week, maybe I do full candle runs with people. Maybe I do that. I don't know. Like if people really like the sky candle run streams, I can do more of them. Of course. I'm gonna just do more of what people like to see, obviously. Maybe I'll keep doing more sky streams. I've just kind of been doing it, like I said, because I hop on for like a month and then I will hardcore grind for a little while just to get enough candles for an event, and then I disappear for like however long it takes for them to add another one that I actually want to do. I don't usually play for a long time, but if people like playing, then yeah, of course I'll keep playing. You gotta go now? All right. If you want to be in my Discord, there's a link right there. It's open. Don't be afraid to ping me for things. Don't be worried. I'm not gonna get upset at people for pinging me. I'm cool like that. But anyways, have a wonderful night. Thanks for popping in. Hopefully I get to see you in the sky sometime. All right, take care of yourself. I'm here every day. Just not usually at this time. Yeah, I don't usually catch the later Europeans because I start at such a bad time for them usually. 3 p.m. PST is just so bad for Europe, unfortunately. I mean, the sleepless British people I find all the time. I always find the Brits that don't go to bed. That's the most common, but I don't usually see the others. Well, that's cool. I'm happy to have more people. I didn't expect like so many people to stop by today. That's cool. Maybe I really do need to do more Sky. I don't mind that. I like Sky. I just thought that people wouldn't like to watch it, you know? Because it is kind of like the same thing all the time. But the thing that makes Sky fun is doing things while you're on a candle run. I feel like the candle runs are just background noise to whatever conversations or things you're doing with your community, you know? Like the content is not the game itself, it's the things you're doing with your friends on the game. That's why I didn't ever stream it, because as much as I love this game, the only content there really is, I guess, quote unquote content, is just like interactions with other people, which is great. It's just if they're not happening, then there's just nothing. It's just candle run, you know. But they are relaxing, so I can understand why people would like to see that. I think it's neat. If I have more reason to play Sky, I absolutely will. All I need is more reason to play Sky, honestly. That's all I need. Give me more reasons to spend more time on this game. Oh, hey, what's up? Someone just grabbed my hand. Hello? You just yoinked me. What's up, Stina? That's weird. It hides your name when I have the UI covered. Interesting. I thought you were just a random person that yoinked me. Because I couldn't see your name. Okay, I'll just keep that unblocked then. Oh, I want those too. More blue paint, please. And white paint. I want that as well. Let's do this one. And then I'm gonna go back up there and get the rest of it. Crabs. They're so angry. I like your outfit, by the way. It's not going there. Grab this real quick, though. Here we go. And there's one more spot. Then we go to Grandma's house. We'll run through it real quick. She's not up right now, but we can just go through there and grab all the paints and wax. Okay, yeah, we got everything. I'll grab that candle cake, though. You hit your connection. Oh, no. Hopefully you got most of that. I'll give you a second to rejoin, don't worry. I won't move on without you. If you want a second to rejoin, that is. Yeah, mine's also kind of dookie right now, but that's because I'm streaming at such a quality. 45 candles ready. I actually have enough to get that hair that I want, but I'm... No. No, I need to save my candles for the winter event. I can get that hair later. There you are. Alright, let's grab this real quick. All right. It came back. Hello? The heck? The game is kind of being goofy right now. The servers have been weird today. That's for sure. Oh. There you are. I think it's the servers too, because either my connection is just as bad as yours is, or it's the servers. But we can always just blame the servers. Oh no! I was gonna... No! Come back! Come back! They keep stealing you away from me. Was that just desync, or did you just hard like disconnect? You were holding my hand. It should have left you alone. So you're really good at teleporting and walking in one place. Thank you. Yeah, I know dual streaming it really does like take up all of my connection. It's not your connection. I'm thinking it's mine because the last time I was streaming Sky, it was difficult for everybody else to work with me. I think it's the dual streams, honestly. I think that's what it is because it's taking so much of my internet that like it's overclocking basically everything else. So I think that it's not yours, it's mine. You think it's yours? Well, no, because if you go back to my last stream, I don't know if I had it up, but I was doing a Sky stream with my friends, right? And I was doing candle runs with them. And like when I was just hanging on to them, it was fine. But if I was the one hosting, or if I was the one flying around, it would like lag out everybody else. Anytime anybody's like playing with me, they get lagged out. So I wonder if it's just because my internet is so bad. Like I can still play and I can still stay connected, and for me it's not laggy, but for everybody else I'm freaking out on their screens, which is super weird because I'm freaking out on their screens, which is super weird because I don't have any lag or internet issues at all. It's crashed multiple times. Yeah, it's like it's trying to connect you to me, and because my connection is it like makes everybody else struggle. You can also tell based on like how long it takes me to burn some of these plants. Like that's normal for Sky, but it's never this bad, is what I'm saying. You can tell it in like weird little moments where plants will come back or they take a really long time to burn. Just small little things that just show you that yeah, my connection is being used up, which is crazy because my CPU and GPU are just fine, my internet is just fine, everything's green. We had the same problem last stream, where stream is completely unaffected, I'm completely unaffected, but everybody else around me has a way harder time connecting to me. It has probably something to do with Sky servers, because it's the only game I've had that problem with. And it's not their fault, it's just something I'm doing that's like making it really hard on the game. And I think it is just the fact that I'm overclocking because I'm streaming to 2 different platforms at a high quality. So it's like, it's just soaking up bandwidth, which makes it really tough on Sky. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do about that. I was already thinking I should turn down my quality just a little bit. It's not going to really change anything. It'll only be visible on games that have a lot of movement, like Marvel Rivals or Overwatch, which I don't really play anyway. The cable was destroyed again. We have connection again, but quite a few things still won't load. Been kicked out of Discord multiple times today as well. So it might partly be your connection too. But I will say, if it helps at all or makes you feel at least a little bit better, it is also my connection as well. So it's just the combined things. I think it's both yours and mine, honestly. Because I'm over here overclocking the servers, and yours is just bad. My internet's great, but this is a lot of stress on the Sky servers of what I'm doing, I'm thinking. So great, but this is a lot of stress on the Sky servers of what I'm doing, I'm thinking. So, or at least my connection client connection to it it's a lot of stress because the bandwidth is being shared with such a high demand. I mean, my computer is made to be pulling resources towards streams. Obviously, it's going to put priority on the most or the highest bandwidth users. So obviously, the streams, it's going to be piling resources into it, which means anything else that doesn't take as much is going to be like suffering. So, AKA Sky, pretty much the game. And nothing is having problems, but when I try to light the plants, it does take extra time for me to burn them. Went to a small town in Germany where it's like no one knows which cable lies. I've been in small towns before. I know how that's like. Never probably as small as you though. Like small town for America is a little different depending. We do have like really tiny stuff, but even then it's like at least a few thousand people usually. Unless you're in a really rural area. Or disconnected from like most cities. Unless you're in like farmland or something. Flyover states. Alright, at least you're here. At least you can be on streams. If you can't be in game, that's okay. I will try and figure out a way for me to play with people. Even if your internet is bad, you can still play. The game doesn't take very much at all. So as long as your connection is stable, you don't need crazy connection to play Sky. But I do need to figure out my overclocking situation. I think the easiest answer is just reduce my bitrate just a little bit. Just enough to where Sky has just a little more resources to work with. So it should reduce the problem. It won't fix it, but I don't know that there is anything I can do about it. Like, I either just don't multi-stream Sky, or I just turn down the quality a lot, but I don't want to do that. And I don't want to stop multi-streaming. I mean, what would YouTube do if they couldn't watch my chill streams? One of the bigger ones in the area. Oh, can I not burn this? Game? My game might be having problems, actually. Well, I'm gonna reboot it. Oh, nope, there it goes. Yeah, see, even my game has problems, and of course I never have issues with Sky unless I'm multi-streaming. Even when I'm just streaming to Twitch, it's just fine. But see, I don't want to stop streaming to YouTube. I'm not going to do that. But it is not happy with me, that's for sure. Come on, get back up there. Come on. Work with me, game. We're nearly done. Okay. That's not true. We have like at least a couple more hours, I think. Oh, come on. Come on, game. It's not that hard. You can do this. Only 1,000 at most? Wow. So yeah, you are in a really small town. You know, there's good and bad things about being in small towns. Internet is one of the bad things, that's for sure. Internet is a struggle, but yeah. There are good things about being in a small town, though. Perks of being a small town, you don't have to deal with major cities. Cities are horrible. I live in one. So, kind of how bad they are. Some days, I wish I were in a small town. I mean, I used to live in a quieter part of Washington before I moved. It wasn't so city until now, but oh my god. Most of Washington is big city though. We have some farmland here, mostly just the east part of the state, but even then there's still big cities there too. Like we just have large cities everywhere. Pacific Northwest is crazy. Even Idaho's got some pretty big cities. Not as many though. That one, because it's so mountainous, there's less. But yeah, as soon as anything happens, everybody knows about it. Yeah, that's the one glaring thing about small towns that Oh god. Appreciate Hana. Jump scares me every
And
time.
actually,
Actually,
it's also it
I
it's
appreciate it, Hana. Welcome in.
gold.
But yeah, that's the one glaring thing that everyone immediately thinks about when they think of small towns is that there's few people, so as soon as something happens, everyone knows about it immediately. Like you can't get away with doing anything. People get married, they know about it. People get divorced, they know about it. Someone has a kid, everyone knows about it. Which means that drama is pretty big in small towns, depending. I mean, that can be a good and a bad thing because at the same time, while drama explodes the second there's even an ounce of it, um, when there's no drama and it's just chill, you know, you can. That's the thing is you can be in a small town and just have a really chill community if they're not like super big on drama. It depends on what kind of small town you have because it really can. It really is situational. Because I've been in good small towns, I've been in bad ones. There's it just depends on the people in the area. The nice ones, they're just full of people that just, you know, are happy to be there. They're cool with the tourism for the most part, and they just like, they're fine. They're fine people. They're really nice and chill. Well, when you live in a small town away from all of the major cities, you're not part of the major city drama, and you kind of just have a quiet life. You know, it's small towns are often a quiet life. That's cool though. Yeah, I'm sure the internet is not a fun thing to have to deal with, but yeah, I mean it's good and bad. Just good and bad to everything. Being in a major city means that I can mostly walk to places depending on where I'm at, which is really cool. Um, Sometimes I can find public transport, but even in major cities here in America, a lot of them just have gotten rid of public transport for no reason at all, or it's just really, really bad. Like I don't know why mine is so bad. I don't get it. It's a state just chock full of really big cities, and yet our public transport, I would say, is probably one of the worst. Why? It is simultaneously the worst possible blend. It's like if you're gonna have a massive city full of a lot of people, you're gonna need some way for some people to get around. You need public transport. You have to have it in a major city like this. But for some reason, we seem to think we don't, and it's made like one of the worst combinations. A major city connected to like 5 other major cities in close proximity, all with zero public transport or just really, really limited ones. Oh yeah, it's fantastic. Can't get anywhere without a car. I mean, in a small town, you can mostly just walk places, right? Because it's small, so it's like everything is in relatively close proximity. It depends, because like there are some that are just like super spread out too. But for the most part, they're usually in just like close proximity, so you can kind of just walk places. You're in Europe too, where most things are made in closer proximity. They're more condensed. Whereas in the US, we just spread everything out. Small town in Europe doesn't sound nearly as bad as the US, actually. Not gonna lie. Because I know that Europe, as far as their infrastructure goes, for the most part, is like just more condensed than the US is. I was talking about that with my friend Spicy, where he mentioned that. Yeah, you can see in that it's never this bad. There was a guy going around in a golden or a garden income costume at night. Drug storage, the theft of a vacuum cleaner, and quite a few emergencies that needed an ambulance and helicopter. You need a car? Oh no. It's one of those small towns. It's one of those. Oh boy. Well, at least you can say that it's really entertaining, right? Silver lining? At least you could say like there's always something going on. Uh, yeah, I don't think I'd be cut out for small towns, honestly. Actually, the population or the size of a town does not matter to me. Really, the ideal place for me to live would be that I can walk to mostly everywhere. Because if I can walk to anywhere and just like live from home, that's perfect. I would love that, but who doesn't want that? I don't care about traveling. I want to be at home as much as possible because that's where my PC and streams are. So if I can just like walk to a place to buy everything, that would be fantastic. Endlessly. Endlessly. Jesus. Yeah, I've visited plenty of small towns in my life, but I don't think I've ever actually like lived in one. Because even what I would consider our small towns are still like a few thousand people at least. Actually, yeah, I think the smallest I ever got was like 5,000 people, which is still really small, but you know, nothing like that. That's still a lot of people compared to yours. And it was like in the middle of a city. So it was basically just a rural area as an extension to the city. I was still in very close proximity to a large city. That was in California when I used to live there. Even then, it's not a small town. It's California. Small town California is wild though, because that is a destination state. So most of the time, like most of the business that California gets are obviously in the major cities where all of the tourism is, right? There's almost no reason to go to a place like Fresno. Even Fresno's not a small town, that's still even Fresno's not a small town, that's still a city, but by comparison to the rest of the state, the population somewhere there or like even smaller towns is tiny. And there's no like business in or out going there. You don't like crowded places? I don't either. So like a small, relatively small town would be cool for me, or just a small city. Public transport would be great. That's like I have very little needs, but public transport and just like not that many people would be fantastic. Because I don't want to drive. Driving sucks. I hate having cars. They're way too expensive. I wish that they weren't so needed in the US. Why did we build our infrastructure completely around cars? Why did we do that? starting to think maybe that was a bad idea. If I can find a city somewhere in the US with the right politics, a public transport system that is reasonable, and just like all of the necessities like food and services that I would need to maintain wherever I live, that is perfect. I would be totally happy there. I would never need to leave, and I could just comfortably do my streaming for a job and just enjoy it, you know? That would be perfect. That'd be like a permanent place. I just don't want to drive. I just really do not like cars. I'm terrified of them for a very good reason. I've never been in a crash. Um, Never even close, but people scare me. Uh, I'm putting a lot of my life in other people's hands, and I don't trust them. I also don't trust myself as a driver. So it's just better that I don't drive. Just better that I don't if I can avoid it. I've never been in an accident or close, but I know a lot of people who have. So I know a lot of people who have been in vehicle accidents. So not a great reputation to going on there. Never seen that happen before. Not a great reputation for vehicles. What's funny is I fly just fine though. I trust planes way more than I trust cars. If I could fly like everywhere, I would. If I could just completely ignore cars and just fly instead, I would do that too, actually. Honestly, I would rather have a kid kicking my seat on an airplane than be in a car driving. That might be a wild take, but that's just how irrational my fear, I guess, is. I really just don't like cars. I don't like them. They are risk prone, and I don't love it. I'm not super jazzed about that. Like you're prone to get in a vehicle accident at least once in your life, and if it doesn't kill you or harm you, it's definitely going to hurt your wallet. Even if you walk away, you still have to deal with the price. Just I don't like it, dude. There's just nothing good about it. My mom tries to reason with me and says, "Oh, it's the freedom. Like you can go anywhere." I I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here. I have no reason to leave. There is nothing out there that I would rather see more than what's already in front of me. That's just me. You live right next to a forest. It's a routine for you to see wild animals. Me too. Yeah, I see deer and critters in my yard all the time. Yep, they let me chill with them too. I don't get to go near them, but if I'm just hanging out on my balcony, they do not mind me being there. So I'll like oftentimes take my coffee and a breakfast outside and like maybe a book or some music, and I'll just sit and the deer are just totally fine, and I could just watch them and hang out near them, and it's really cool. I got plenty of squirrels, raccoons, cats, deer, birds, like bugs. Oh my god, so many bugs. The birds are here everywhere, and so are the squirrels because there's so many bugs for them to eat and like plants. Because like I have blackberry bushes that they really really like. Like the bugs and the birds and animals really like the blackberry bushes. Yeah, they're thorny, but like these guys have been so adapted to it, and there's just blackberries everywhere, everywhere. They're so invasive. I've been trying to cut them back though. My mom has. She's been trying to get rid of those blackberry bushes. They're impossible. Need to close your window? Uh-oh. Why is that? I hope I don't have to close my window. I got a breeze coming in here. It's really nice. I like being around a bunch of wild animals, though. I love animals. I do love my forest. I'm next to the ocean, too, so I get seagulls. Okay. I know this is very stressful for you, Sky. Come on. I just want to get through this. I'll give it a break at some point. Like, I feel like once I finish the Valley of Triumph, I'll just do a chill stream for the rest. And just hang out and talk and give the network some break. Oh, I don't even need to do this. Yeah, look at that. It's so laggy. I press the button and I'm just waiting for the candles to come down. Even mine is just absolutely struggling. That's fine. You know what? I can finish the Valley of Triumph once I come back. I'll be back on later tonight. While you're probably asleep. But yeah, I'm just gonna close that here. I'll get us some music again. In a minute. Here we go. All right, let me get my music loaded. It's taking so long. I'm so sorry, internet. I know I'm taking a lot of resources from you. I know this is hard. I will definitely turn some of my settings down in a while. Whenever I hop offline. Right. I have this over my other chat so that YouTube chat can be here. Welcome back. Closed your window. I don't want to close mine. Oh god.
Actually, yourself,
It's so loud.
it also it's gold.
I can never figure out how to turn that down. Alright, we'll hang out for the rest and just kind of chill and chat. I'll give my internet some break time. Because I was just absorbing resources from it. What's crazy is everything shows green. I'm looking at this and there's nothing wrong. I mean, there is a bit of a frame drop, it looks like, for my Twitch stream, but that's fine. YouTube's more important anyway. No, I'm totally kidding. But anyway. Yeah, we'll vibe for a little while. Let's see, I wonder, is my YouTube chat showing up here? I think it is. I can't tell. I believe so. But here, I'm usually here at 3 p.m. PST, which is 9 hours behind you. So just keep that in mind. That's my normal start time. I'm always playing a variety of games, but if you guys really like Sky, I can do more of that. I'm totally down to play more Sky. I love Sky. I usually stream for about 6 hours, so you can catch me at any point along that. So I start super late in the night for you, but at least you can catch me, kind of. Actually, no, I stream out throughout your morning, basically. That's so unfortunate. I start in the middle of the night for you. Ooh. Ooh, yikes. That's so unfortunate. And then I'm basically live throughout your morning, and I end around 6 a.m. for you, I guess. End around, yes. Oof. Well, maybe I can make it a regular thing to do like 1 day a week. I'll stream Sky super early and do morning streams. We'll see. I'll consider that. But if enough people like that idea, I'll do it. You can't write on YouTube? What do you mean? Are you just not signed in? I have chat enabled. At least, if you can't catch me live, my VODs, as you can tell, are on YouTube, so you can find them there too if you miss them. You have an account? Huh. You can't chat? Are you on my other stream? Because it did, I think it crashed at one point and then started another. Are you on my other? You'll find it on my home page. If you're looking at, oh no, you can still see it on my streaming page too. That's so weird. But yeah, it did crash at one point. Are you on the early or the other one? Or are you on the one that's currently live? Just make sure you're on the right stream, because there's two of them. I know it's a little confusing. If you're on the right one and it doesn't let you type, that's weird. I don't know why that is. It lets me do it. Ah, there you go. You got it, Cena. Nice. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube. But yeah, like I was saying, if you can't catch any of my streams and you still like my content, you can at least see all my videos and stuff on my YouTube. It's all there. You can watch ad-free. All my VODs and stuff. Greetings. You figured it out. Look at you. You got it. I'm proud of you. Alright. Yeah, we're mostly playing Elden Ring right now, but pretty soon I'll be starting Baldur's Gate, so just be on the lookout for that. I'll let you guys know when I'm starting that. I'm looking at probably towards the end of September, because usually that's where it starts to cool down enough for me to do a project like that. The thing I'm concerned about with is heat. That's really the big thing. It's not even processing, it's just heat. I have a problem with that because my room's so small and I don't have AC. It gets freakishly hot in my room really fast. So if it's cold outside, I can at least have my window open and vent the heat out. But that's why, like, during the summer, I can't do big projects like Elden. But summer's coming to a close, so hopefully we can start Baldur's Gate pretty soon. And then I'll be just kind of bouncing back and forth between Elden Ring and Baldur's Gate because those two games are massive. So I'll just be going back and forth. And then I might make some videos as I'm doing them, but for now it's mostly just going to be short form content until I can figure out what I want to do with my Halloween model, because I haven't started making that. And there's still some artwork I want to do, but I got to get all of my projects lined up and planned. Once I'll probably do that tomorrow, to be honest, or maybe later tonight once I'm done hanging out with Chizu. But I do want to collab the Baldur's Gate content with her, so I got to coordinate with her first and figure out when she can actually do that, because I want to at least start with her. I know I'll probably be playing some without, because she can't be here every single day. But if we can figure out like a schedule for that, we'll do it. Unless we just do like Baldur's Gate once or twice a week, and then we do Elden the rest. But like I just got to get that sorted out first before I can start the other projects. But that's okay. But now you guys, you at least know that we have like a lot of things lined up. But that's why like Sky will probably, I'll have to find some way to fit that in if we do want to do it. But if enough of you like it, I'll do more. Of course. And then if you ever want a candle run, just let me know in my Discord. I'll try and catch you. But we're at awkward time zones, so it'll be a little tough. But hopefully I can catch you sometime for candle runs when I'm not streaming, at least. That way I'm not overclocking your internet. But I love that. We got something like, I was starting around 30 candles, I think. So we already got like 15 candles. The rest of it is just probably about like 5 more candles, something like that. We got something close to 15, so I'm almost done. I basically get 20 candles every day when I do full runs. And I mean, like, I hit everything. It takes me like 5 hours to do a full run. So I don't usually do them, but if I have time, I love to do them. I run the whole map, everything, every candle. Little psychotic, but I don't actually easily get bored of candle runs, to be honest. I mean, at least if I'm streaming them, yeah, I don't get bored, especially if I have people with me. Just things to do while I'm doing it, I easily zone out and just get all the candles. And then like nothing, it's over, and 5 hours go by and I just don't even realize. All right, let's see what time it is. It is almost 2 p.m. That's fine. Then I'll just linger for a little, like 5 more minutes, and then I'll head out. If you guys want to hang out with me before I go hang out with Jizu, I might pop into my Discord and we can just chill for a bit, and then I can finish the rest of my candle run, or just like speed run until she gets here. I'll be live again tomorrow at my regular time, most likely, not starting early. So you crazy sleepless Europeans won't be able to catch me, unfortunately, but you can at least watch the VODs if you want to see my Elden Ring content. It'll probably be there. Last stream we were fighting a boss, and I actually beat it. I didn't use any summons, and I beat it in 30 minutes. It took me a lot of tries, but I actually did it. I was dodging perfectly. I felt so good after that. And then it quickly went away, because then I got my butt handed to me after that. That game is so hard that it is so tricky. I can't imagine beating it without summons. Like, how do people do that? I hear people say that like they use the starting weapon and they beat certain bosses. I'm like, that literally must have taken you at least like half an hour of perfect dodging the whole time and getting attacks in. Like, how do you do that? I don't understand. Is it even possible with the spear? Ugh. It definitely is. If it bleeds, they can kill it, and they will absolutely try. Those people are nuts. But just because it's possible doesn't mean I want to do that. I do not have the mentality for that. I don't have the patience to sit there and try and beat a difficult boss over and over again and subject myself to that torture. Who would find that fun? Like, why would you do that to yourself? No, I just want to fly around and yap at people and do dumb stuff in Sky. That sounds way more fun. I like my cozy games. What can I say? Now, where's my fish at? Where's the fish at? Should be here soon. I never get to hang out with the fish. It's gonna be first time in a while. Let's see. Oh, let me check real quick. Did YouTube ping in my... It did ping in my stream cord. It just didn't send the link. Okay, I gotta fix that. It pinged 3 times. So now I know that the YouTube, I think, crashed like 3 times in a row. That is interesting. Okay. I will definitely have to figure out why that is and see if I can mitigate that problem. That was one that I've been having for the past couple times. I wonder if it's Restream doing that, or if it's a connection problem. If it's a connection problem, I will just have to turn down my bitrate by a little bit. A little should help. I don't think I need to do too much. Let me actually task manager this and see if I can figure it out. I'll do that real quick. No, it's not even taking very much at all. It's only taking 3%. That's my CPU though. What about my Ethernet? Yeah. I'm still not pushing my benchmark, but it is taking a lot. That makes sense. And I'm not playing the game right now, so I probably was pushing the benchmark when I was. Fair enough. Okay. Might need to drop it by 1,000 then. I want to do that because it's going to reduce the quality by quite a bit. We'll do 4,200 and see what happens tomorrow. I'll try it tomorrow with lower quality and just see how it affects it. If it looks about the same or just fine, then that's perfect. I don't play intensive games, so it should just be fine. The only reason you need to have such intense bitrate is for like high cost or high movement games, which I'm not playing. Especially when I'm playing Sky, I don't need much at all. Like that game is so easy to run that it's only running as a detriment for me to have such high quality for the game, because it's just sapping too many resources from it. But all right, good things to note. I only just started the YouTube streams recently, just this week, so we'll be tweaking the problems for a while until I can perfect it. So just hang with me, you know, for a little while. Hang tight. I'll figure it out, and once everything's fixed, you know. But I gotta tweak everything for now. I need to tweak my Discord ping to ping my channel when it goes live. Let me do that real quick, because I know I'm gonna forget to do that. I appreciate YouTube. I'm glad that you guys get to be here and participate finally. My YouTube channel's been just kind of getting the short end of the stick as far as my content goes, but they finally get to participate, and I think that's neat. I should have done this a while ago. I don't know why I waited so long to try it. I almost feel bad. YouTube just has not gotten to have any fun. At least you guys get to be here now. And on my chatting screen, you get to be here, but unfortunately, I only leave it there for reasons. I've discussed it plenty. on why that is. I might even just like separate my chats and have YouTube on one side and Twitch on the other. I'll figure it out. It just takes a lot of my screen to do that. But all right, I think that's a good time to end. I'll be live, like I said, tomorrow, same time as always. Probably playing Elden Ring, or Sky. I might do Sky, honestly. Like Elden, I'm getting burnt out on Elden really, really fast, and I don't want to say that because I'm trying to like it, but I don't want to force myself to play it if I'm not having that much fun, right? You know, take it easy, take it slow. It's a long game anyway. It's gonna be a long time project, so gotta bear with it. If I need to take a break, may as well, you know. But all right, thanks for being here. I'm glad to see new faces. Hopefully I get to see you guys again. I'm in my Discord. We can figure out, like, if you can't catch my streams and you still want to watch my stuff live, we can try and figure out like how many people are interested in doing morning Sky streams where you can participate in candle runs and do wing light stuff, you know, that kind of thing. But reach out to me there. Feel free. Don't be a stranger. I'm super chill. Don't worry. And I'll see you guys again soon. Hopefully you have a wonderful night. Thanks for being here. And I'll try and catch you guys another time. All right, peace. I'll raid out you Twitch peoples to someone else. Let's see. Who's streaming today? Which one of our lovely friends is? Anima should be. She... Actually, no. It's too early for her to be here, I don't think. She starts later. Yeah, Nima's later. But alright, I'll end you guys here, YouTube. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you guys are liking the streams already. I'll see you around.